All right, good morning, Tuesday morning. Just getting ready to pull out of camp and go get rid of the rental car and head towards, where are we going today? San Francisco. Yeah, a little cloudy here today. It's supposed to rain, I think, the next couple of days around here. So good day to be traveling, actually. Gonna get this all wrapped up and get out of here. I've done enough videos of setting up and taking down, so not gonna bore you with that. All packed up at the campground. I remounted the camera handlebar mount from the bike setup upside down to the mirror. Works perfect. Before, I was fighting with it falling over. I had it two-way taped on a tripod and everything like that, and now I will show you with it hooked up to handlebar mount. I'll pop some pictures up of that. I seen a Japanese drifter with his McLaren Suzuki. I did one of these on the back of his McLaren, and I thought, wow, I didn't think these things would be quite durable enough for that. And you see now he had it mounted with just the short base with power ran to it the whole time, so I've done the exact same thing. So yeah, Chandel's following me. We're gonna go, it's about 21 minutes to the airport and drop off the rental car, and I've set up a campground. I think it's about half an hour, 45 minutes this side of San Francisco. It was the only I can find that seemed to be on the waterfront, so that's where we're heading today. We might drive through some of the fire zone aftermath, so we'll figure that out here this morning as we go and see if we can get through. Hopefully not too much rain comes, as that could create mudslides with everything that's been going on in that area. So hoping for the best for them, that they don't have to deal with that adversity after having the fires. That would not be fun for them. So we have stocked up at Costco again. Just put in the route to the campground. I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I can't remember right this second. So yeah, arrival is at 4:24. It is currently 11:04, 480 kilometers, 5 hours, 20 minutes away. We are taking the route as close to the ocean as possible, which is actually the quickest route today, it says. So working our way out of the main city and going to head towards Malibu, and then get on the old highway from there, as there's a couple of road closures through Malibu because of the fires. Definitely a bonus having a passenger in this traffic. Pacific Coast Highway. Now we're gonna go make some lunch. The fire actually came through here. It did. Oh. First signs of the fire for me. They saved the houses, but a bit of trees got scorched. Cooked up some lunch in the camper at Malibu State Beach. We've figured out our route to stick to the Pacific Coast Highway as far as we can to get to our, was it Kirk River? Kirk Creek Campground. So we're heading to Kirk Creek Campground. Supposedly there's no cell service there, so might put our uploads a day behind if I can't get the footage off to Leah, but we will see what happens. Beautiful day here in Malibu. It's 16 degrees Celsius by the water. It was 18 or 19 when we were up in the hills. Gonna hitting the road here. San Francisco, 260 miles. Good morning. What a crazy drive last night to Kirk Creek Campground. It's on the side of the number one. We didn't realize how bad the rain was going to be, and the consequences of that are the rock slides that happen on this highway. So it was pretty freaky. We're going to have to probably drive back through that today, even though now it's beautiful out. Hopefully they've cleared the rocks. When I searched for this campground, it is about 5 miles short of where Highway 1 is closed, and I guess it's been closed for quite a while. So we're going to figure out more of that today, but it turns out we might have to actually go back. And what was supposed to be another 220-ish miles to San Francisco from here could turn into a 6-hour drive to go back around in another way. So we're going to look into that this morning. Don't know exactly what's all involved in turning around, and hopefully there's diesel close enough by if we have to go back that way, because I had counted on just driving straight from here to San Francisco. So here's up on the highway into here. Everything is soaked. The rain, I was 100% soaking wet by the time I got the truck situated the best I could last night. The campsite kind of sucks. Like, it's a nice site if you have a tent, maybe up on this flat spot. Not great for an RV. I have as many of those red extensions as I could get under the front, under there, and we're still 1 degree slope to the front. But these are the views, which are pretty amazing. And you can see down this way where the highway goes around the water, which is the whole reason for this trip. So some of the views from up there are amazing. So depending on what I find out for information this morning about fuel, I might go to where the road's closed anyway, just to kind of get the experience of that drive, and then turn around and then head back whatever way we need to do. We had planned on staying at this campground for the day and then leaving tomorrow morning early and checking it all out for a day, but with the road closure, I want to kind of get ahead of it. But wow, this is amazing. It's a cliffside here down to the beach. Of course, there's no cell service here, so the footage is all going to be behind, and nobody knows what's going on until probably the day this gets posted. So if I would have set my navigation to right to San Francisco, it might have showed that I couldn't have gone that way, and I would have researched it further, but I did that about a week ago, and I swore I didn't see any issues. Maybe it routed me a different way, and I didn't realize. Whereas, like I said, this campground's like 5 miles from where the road is shut down. But yeah, the highway was covered in branches and rocks and boulders and you name it. Like, I swore we were getting blown off the road at one point. It was pretty crazy. So I'm sure the road will still be a bit of a mess, and when we get out of here, we'll get to record some of it. The camera was full. I had to delete some footage, and it just got too crazy. I wasn't about to pull over, which you're not even supposed to in that area, to delete any. So we'll get footage the day after at least. This campground's pretty cool. Some old trees. Definitely worth coming here if the highway's open. Chandel's just getting ready, and then we're going to go for a walk, see if we can get down to the beach. I'm not sure if you can even. Okay, ran into the people, and yeah, the highway has been closed for years. So I'll look if I can zoom across. So straight across, basically right above this RV in the middle of the shot, you'll see a white spot. That's the first place across the water here where the road is actually closed. And it's been closed for years, I guess, like 4+ years. It will never open again. And what they said is all of the road here, including what we drove on last night in the storm, is falling into the ocean. So eventually you're never going to be able to get here. And I guess with the alternative routes, there's no reason to fix it, or I don't know. So turning around up the hill, there is a road that's been closed for many years that has recently reopened, which saves us having to go back an hour and a half plus, and then back over that hour and a half, so over 3 hours, and then onward basically from here at this same geographical spot, but over the hill, and then continue our 200+ miles to San Francisco. So this new road just opened, so we're going to take that road. As long as everything goes well, we should have enough diesel to get to King City, which is, it's only about 46 miles, but over a road that hasn't really been traveled on much in years. So we're going to go for the trip and see what we find. But yeah, he says not many people have done the road trip across there since it's just recently reopened. So hopefully after last night's storm, we don't get most of the way and it's not crossable, but we'll go check it out. It sucks that we're not going to be hanging out here for the day because, as you can see ahead of me, the beaches are just amazing. Waves crashing and everything else, but it is what it is. Adds to the trip, I guess. Nothing like looking like a bit of an idiot walking up there and not knowing about the road being closed, but they said it happens daily, especially in the summer. People show up here and not realizing they can't go, with all the people renting RVs and everything like that. So it's pretty typical. So let's get this RV taken off the stilts and get the heck out of here. Okay, we are all loaded up. Use the truck navigation, not Apple, to try and get to this King City. The guy says it's the only way to go. Just don't go down any off roads. Just stick to the main road. The truck navigation is telling us to go back towards town. We'll just avoid that with the direction he gave, and then hopefully it'll switch to this other road as soon as we get on it, because I'm assuming that the map doesn't believe that road is open, because he said it's been closed for a long time. They said this stuff happens every day. Follow the channel, and their youngest kid has just gone to university, so they sold their house and they're just living on the road doing the campsite thing. And I told them they should definitely start YouTubing, because just even today's content of somebody like me, some dumb Canadian not researching and just driving, ends up in a situation like this. So, but like he says, it was a good mistake, because you'll love this road. And it's right here up on the left. It says it's mostly paved. Watch for the odd hole, but we will see. Not advisable for vehicles over 30 feet or pulling trailers. Not over 30,000 pounds, and we're about 26 or 7 feet. So part way up, we should get some pretty amazing views. Even already, Chanel's got some pretty amazing views out the side. There's 2 campgrounds up here, he said they have as well. Wow. Shoreline. Got some rocks on the road. The scary thing about these rocks is they could be like a fresh, sharp shale style rocks, and I've really got to avoid running those over. I have a spare tire, but it's not mounted on a wheel, let alone I do not have the tools myself to remove the semi-truck lug nuts on the side of the road. The idea of the tire was I'd be traveling fairly common roads and be able to have like a semi-truck tire side of the road repair guy. Definitely looks like at one time as if heavily traveled road, like obviously being paved, and there was lines in the middle of the road back there. So like they said, it's definitely the way they'd be going if they were doing what we're doing. So how's it going?
There's plenty of rocks and down trees where you can get around them.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, but it's slow going.
Okay, you came from up towards King City?
Yeah, I
okay.
came all the way through the fort and all the way down.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's small trees, some basketball-sized rocks.
Okay.
I mean, just a little ways up, but the last 7 miles is pretty debris.
Okay.
Ridden,
Like my last or your last here?
Huh?
My last 7 miles would be pretty debris?
The last 7 miles I just came.
Oh, that you just came, okay.
Yeah.
It was a pretty heavy storm here last night.
Yeah, I pulled over just after the Fort Hunter property. And
Oh, okay.
Pulled over into a dirt road and
Yeah.
sat it out. But yeah,
Yeah, we were just at the Kirk Creek Campground for the night, and
Yeah.
we drove through all that at like 6 o'clock last night through the windy rocks rolling past us, and it was pretty crazy.
Is there space available at the...
There should be. Mine, you can take mine for the night, 20.
20.
We were supposed to be there till tomorrow, but because we didn't know that the highway was closed, we had no idea. We're from Canada. We've never been out this way.
Well,
So we were going to stay here for 2 days, like last night and tonight, and stay the whole day, and then head on. But now that we found out that the road's gone, I didn't know that. Because we're going to San Francisco next.
Yeah.
And so we left early, so I paid for Unit 20.
Cool.
So if you want Unit...
What's your last name?
Bathilier.
But
Bathilier, like with a B. Bathilier.
Bathilier.
Actually, here, I'll... was it in the camper? No. I had a business card, but it was up in the camper. Might have one in here. Oh. Anyway, yeah, Bathilier, like Bathilier. Yeah. Okay. So, although the camp host knows I just left, I just talked to them. So, just say, he said I just seen him on the road, and he said I can have him a spot. Because,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I stayed there was 15 years ago. You got to be pretty lucky to get a campsite there.
Yeah, that's what I seen. It was because we were in the middle of the week here. It worked out.
Yeah.
Right, but it was good for. I think it was available for 3 nights, and I took the 2.
Cool.
So yeah. But it's pretty empty right now, and with last night's storm, who knows if other people have canceled.
Today's supposed to be a nice day.
It was beautiful down there. We're kind of sad we're leaving, but we don't know where we're going now to figure our rest of our trip out. So.
Well, this is definitely a little adventure.
Yeah, that's what they said. They recommended going this way because of that. So.
Yeah.
And I've only got about 125 miles of fuel, so hopefully.
Oh, you'll get through.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Where are you from?
Time. Thank you.
Where are you from?
Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay.
I'm a local.
Okay, cool.
You know.
I
So,
see a lot of these vans out here.
We
Yeah.
get to 101 and get up to San Francisco, no problem.
Yeah.
And if you go up Highway 1, through Santa Cruz, Half Moon Bay, and
That's the plan, is to stay on one as much as we can. And we didn't know about this. Like, it's been closed down for 4 years.
yeah.
Yeah, and they said that they're never going to fix it, and it's only getting worse.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
at any time, this could be the last time somebody goes here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah, after you go through the Fort property,
yeah,
which is really pretty, really nice.
that's up where we're going to come out up here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll get right on 101,
yeah.
and up by Salinas,
Okay.
you'll be able to cut over.
Get
the
back down to
coast.
one.
Yeah.
Salinas. We'll have to remember that. Yeah. Just remember Selena Gomez. I don't.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks.
good time.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye. Well, it's always nice to get some local knowledge like that. So, off to Salinas. Then we'll head back to Highway 1 and get back to the coast. I'd be having a bit more fun if I had a full tank of diesel. We'll have to look at Google some information about the Highway 1 being closed just past that Kirk Creek Campground? Yeah. There'll probably be some news footage or something of that we can throw in here and show people what it's all about, for those that don't know already, that should have warned us. Chevron with green, so that means they have diesel. Alright, Santa Cruz is beautiful. Just heading back to the camper. It's just after 4. Need to start working our way if we're going to find a camp place before too dark. Beautiful place. Definitely worth coming back to one day when we want to stick around. The chariot awaits. San Francisco, 53 miles. Navigation has updated for us. It now says we are only an hour and a half from San Francisco. Still 6:45 arrival time, so it'll be dark. So we'll see. If we find somewhere nice to pull over before San Francisco, we will. If not, it would be cool to cross the Golden Gate Bridge at night as well as during the day. So if we have to go past San Francisco tonight to find somewhere to park, we will. We can always go back tomorrow to check out the city. Cement poles like they do nowadays.